Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is a surprisingly funny battle royale in which there are no weapons, and you can ruin the lives of your opponents only by pushing them into the abyss or stealing their tail. The game was released on August 4th on Steam and PSN, and 6 days later, the developers from Mediatonic reported on the first results. Gabe Newell's service alone has sold over 2 million copies. Just a minute. What? 2 million copies in less than a week since release? Fall Guys launch broke the popularity records for the biggest releases of the year on Steam: Doom Eternal, Death Stranding, and Horizon Zero Dawn. The authors honestly admitted that they underestimated the sales, so the servers are constantly suffering from excessive load. As an indie project of a compact development team from Mediatonic and the renowned indie games publisher Devolver Digital is devoid of everything that you can expect from a AAA game. The recipe for success turned out to be simple. Fall Guys is the friendliest and most bloodless battle royale of everything that has ever come out of that genre. This game is a battle royale for teenagers, which adults are happy to play. Fall Guys offers players easy controls with literally 3 action buttons: jump, dive, and the ability to grab and squeeze an enemy tail for a couple seconds. The controls are straightforward and understandable for every gamer with more than 30 minutes of gaming experience. In essence, the game combined platforming from the 3D Super Mario Bros. Games with the Warzone Battle Royale without lending helicopters. Each race here becomes a struggle for survival by jumping on endless platforms, revolving traps, and fake doors. Almost all levels, one way or another, offer a crowd of players to run through the obstacle course without being in the tail, slowest dropout. The final goal is to survive, become the king of the hill, and be the first to reach the coveted crown. When the player breaks through to the crown through the canyonade of huge fruits that generously fly towards the surviving, hurrying forward, candy-looking characters, you have the same rush if you win any Fortnite match. Fall Guys has a lot more minuses than pluses. In its structure, Fall Guys is similar to a set of different minigames, from virtual football to tags over the abyss with the need to remember the locations of the safe platforms. Some of these levels are highly random, others are too simple, and others require an incredible reaction time. But all of them can be studied in 4 to 5 hours, and they will start to get boring. Therefore, the developers will need to diversify the gaming experience somehow so as to not lose the audience's interest. The servers work as crookedly as in Torchlight 3 at launch. There are disconnects and loads of problems with matchmaking when the game cannot collect a full party of 60 gelatinous candies. There is no training in the game, there is no game with AI bots, there is no training mode, but there are cheaters, with whom Mediatonic seems to be trying to fight. There are no impressive graphics or any new game mechanics either. Everywhere you look, there are problems. At the same time, Fall Guys is called nothing less than the Rocket League of 2020, a phenomenally successful game from authors that no one had heard of a month ago. It is noticeable that the game was knocked down by the sudden popularity. Still, people play, despite the shortage of cards, a single game mode, and an abundance of dishonest players teleporting to the finish line in 2 seconds. In a way, what is happening is reminiscent of PUBG during the beta tests of 2017, when there was no way to play without cheaters. The charm of the game is hidden in its simplicity. You don't need to be a marketing expert to understand the Fall Guys popularity phenomenon. People want casual games like these that retain the competitive edge and don't try to be just more than fun. The PS4 audience was lured by the launch of the game on PS Plus on release day. The crowd of PC with a lower price tag and a free battle pass. If the publisher knew about such popularity in advance, the battle pass would have been selling for $10 from the beginning. We did not find anything new in Fall Guys. The game just skillfully mixed elements of platform games and royale battles into one can, and then came up with the characters in the form of jelly beans, those very gummies. It turns out that this is more than enough. Now the game has a great future. The authors are already talking about their collaborations with Half-Life Alyx and other cult projects. For example, there is a costume of the Rooster, the protagonist of Hotline Miami. Devolver Digital is unlikely to miss the opportunity to advertise other flagships of the publisher, so we are waiting for the costumes from Serious Sam and Shadow Warrior 2. Fall Guys took the Battle Royale format to the next level. Developers took the Fortnite formula and applied it to an even wider audience. Now the authors have to cope with the suddenly dumped popularity somehow. I would like it if the servers and matchmaking were repaired with the money from the sales of suits, and at least some anti-cheat to be added. Even with all these problems, it is clear that the interest in Fall Guys will not disappear anytime within a month, or even in 2021. Now that I'm done with the voiceover for the Mr. AI Cave part of the video, I would like to state my personal opinion about Fall Guys. It's true, there's nothing new, and the matchmaking is awful to say the least. But once you finally get into a game and see your little guy running, jumping, and dodging giant fruit, you're hooked. Don't even get me started on the little sounds they make when they hop tile to tile. FYI, it's adorable.